And we are back on the live stream. I am Daryl Prale, folks. If this is your first time joining us, welcome to the show. If you're getting sick and tired of hearing me introduce myself, I feel your pain. But that says you're getting interview after interview after interview of the thought leaders here at Enterprise Connect. And I think a little pain is worth it for that ROI. So welcome to the show. I have to tell you, I'm sitting here with Gary Audin. Now, I know I butchered your last name.
Okay. Now, am I here to give an alternate to you? Is that it?
You are here to give all the wisdom. And Gary and I were laughing before the show even began. We were laughing on the issues and what we're talking about and the topics which we're going to get into right now with you guys. We're laughing about my accent. We're laughing about the multiple ways of pronouncing his last name, if you're French or if you're American or some point in between. So, Gary, what is the correct way to say your name?
Audin.
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 And
but no one does it right in this country.
Right. No, and so in this country, how do they pronounce it?
Audin.
Audin.
Right.
There we go. But you'll answer to both.
I have another distinction. I'm the only one in the world with my name.
Is that right?
Yeah. Search on the internet. It's always interesting to see if other people have
You're the
your name.
only one that gets hit?
Only one in the world.
Does that mean you're the last survivor in your family line?
No, just named differently.
Gotcha. Okay, that's very cool. Gary's with Delphi Inc. And for clarity, we're not talking Delphi, the automotive parts supplier. We're talking a whole different Delphi Inc. So, Gary, for our audience, maybe give us a little context about who you are and what Delphi Inc. is all about.
I used to develop turnkey mainframe systems in transaction processing. Then I moved into seminars, and then I moved into learning how to write and speak. And a lot of consultants have trouble with that. And so I'm every Friday, nojitter.com is an example.
So there we go. So what I need you to do, especially if you're on the Periscope, if Gary is using words that are too big or he's talking too fast, you need to comment on the Periscope and let him know. Give him a hard time. I will do the same thing. We were just laughing about how it's so easy to make a mistake when you're addressing the public. And the keys, your wisdom of over 2,000 seminars of doing this, you were sharing with me, was don't talk too fast, which I fall into sometimes in my enthusiasm, and use simple, everyday language, not rich language, at least in a public forum. Is that right?
Right. And short sentences.
Short sentences. All right, so let's put him to the test and see how good he is. You, sir, are moderating a session on SIP or SIP trunking case studies. All right, and when does that take place? Do you remember?
That's 3:15 this afternoon.
All right, so 3:15 this afternoon. If you're watching this, it's because you have an interest in this man here, so be that his session at 3:15. First question, and then we're going to have an adjunct to it. What are the latest trends you're seeing in SIP trunking?
Well, there are kind of two trends. One is the enterprise is going for it because it's cheaper. It has more capabilities. It's more intelligent as an interface. On the other hand, a lot of companies that are running on PRIs and T1 circuits can't renew them. So they're being forced into SIP trunking. And so SIP trunking is something that everyone says, that's really great idea, but it's not always working right. And that's part of the things we're going to talk about in the challenges portion.
Now, you alluded to, I don't want to give away too much. Well, let's go to the challenges. We'll segue to there right now. You've done well. So the question we had for you was, what are the biggest challenges in a SIP trunk migration? And you shared with me the answer beforehand, but for our audience, go for it.
Well, first of all, turns out 4 out of 5 installations have one or more problems.
So there's the first thing. If you're having a problem, you're in good company. You're in the 80% of people who have a problem.
If you take IoT as it relates to human beings, healthcare, risk, safety, that is very important to connect to the contact center and make the contact center the focal point for that, but not the contact center for dealing with cars, for example.
Right.
So a lot of what's going to happen here is the contact center person has to now blend in the IoT information with the other stuff they blend in with other media when people call the office or they need to call them, whatever it may be. So we're seeing IoT in the contact center as a major opportunity for a lot of people.
So now, totally going off script here, we hadn't talked about this before we went live, but is it a true statement, you tell me, that the Internet of Things is also almost on a bit of a collision course with, shall we say, the advent of artificial intelligence a little bit?
No, don't think of a collision as think as the artificial intelligence will be behind a lot of the stuff collected and make decisions, so especially if decisions have to be done very quickly, and then the person in the contact center gets involved. So the artificial intelligence will be like the preprocessor.
So how far away is Skynet? That's really got to ask you that.
That's mainly a budget problem.
All right, folks. This is Gary Audin.
Thank you.
Close enough?
That's close enough.
All right, of Delphi Inc. If we want to learn more about Delphi Inc., Is there a website we can go to?
No, but you can put my name in, Gary Audin, in quotes, and you'll find several thousand hits for me.
He's the only one, Gary, no two R's, Audin. Put that in Google, you're going to find this man, or better off, find him around the show. If you liked what he had to say and there are some peers that you're with here today, or maybe back at the office and need to hear what he's talking about, then by all means, stay tuned, because this live stream will be available immediately once we're done on Periscope. Just press play, or stay tuned to the Enterprise Connect website and you can watch it there. That's it, Gary. I had a wonderful time talking today. Thanks so much.
Thank you. I had fun too.
All right, stay tuned, folks. More live streams coming at you soon. In the meantime, enjoy the show. We'll talk to you soon.